Hi there, I'm Jordan, and welcome to Kitchen Witch, the show where everyday magic can happen right here in the kitchen. Since this is part 2 of our Thanksgiving special, today I'm going to make everyone's favorite dessert for Thanksgiving. I'm going to make Beak Skiff apple pies. For those of you who are wondering, Beak Skiff is actually an apple orchard right near where I live, where they grow many varieties of wonderful and delicious apples. So I managed to get a huge variety of apples just to make my apple pies taste a lot more refreshing and different. It's a very easy recipe to do, and let's get started. Here are the ingredients you'll need to make this dish. To give my pies a variety of flavors, I use 4 kinds of apples: Granny Smith, Macintosh, Cortland, and Honeycrisp. This shows that the apple flavors will be a mix of tart, sweet, and sweetest when cooking the pies. Bring your strainer over to the sink, take your apple, and rinse to get rid of pesticides. Then start shaving off the skin with a peeler. When you're finished peeling, put your apple in a bowl of ice water to keep it fresh. Then do the same for the rest of the apples. When you're done, you'll have a nice big bowl of peeled apples ready for cutting. The easiest way to cut your apples is to cut around the side and not completely in half. That way, you won't need the core and we get lots of juicy slices. Take each slice and cut them into thick strips, then put them in the bowl. Pour a little lemon juice to prevent your apples from going rotten. When you're finished, pour your apple slices into a strainer and give it a good shake to release excess water. Pour them back in, and your apples are golden and ready for mixing. To get your apple pie mix started, pour 2 cups of granulated sugar, break apart 1 stick of unsalted butter, pour cinnamon and make sure you use a lot, a little sprinkle of nutmeg, give a good pour of brown sugar, add a little bit of ginger to give it some spice, and mix thoroughly. I'm going to add some sparkling apple cider to give the apples a little kick. Pour your cider to just about half a cup and pour it in. You don't want to put too much cider into our mix because it'll make the inside of our pies too watery. so remember that. I've also noticed that the butter is not soft enough, so I'm just going to fish it out and take what's left of it. Turn the heat on low because I'm going to melt the butter. Use a spoon to break the butter into bits, then simmer it on low so your butter gradually starts to melt on the stove. I'm going to use chopped walnuts to give the apple pies some crunch. And mix those apples well. Don't be afraid to add some more brown sugar. Our goal is to make our pies sweet and savory. Many chefs cook the apples, but we want a crispier pie. Next, I'm going to put in cornstarch. This will help soak up all the extra juice, and it will make it more flavorful. Once your butter is all nicely simmered, pour it in with the rest of the ingredients and mix them all together with your apples. Open up 2 deep dish pie shells so they hold up lots of your fruit. Fill each pie shell with your mixed apples 1 spoonful at a time. I'm also going to add a little bit of the sauce from the mix to add a little extra flavor. Take out and open a roll of Pillsbury pie crust. Roll it out to flatten and gently lay it on top of your pie. Take a knife and carefully trim around the edges of your pie. Next, we crimp the edges with a fork to seal the pie. Poke some holes in the top to let the steam out. Do the same with the extra pie, 'cause everybody loves seconds. Now we're going to do a simple egg wash. Scramble the egg until there are air bubbles. Take a brush and generously spread it on both apple pies. Make sure to get lots on the edges to seal it up tight. Sprinkle the crust with brown sugar. Then add granulated sugar. This caramelizes in the oven to give you a crunchy, sweet top. And finally, add a little bit of ginger to give it some zest. Place your pies on a large cookie pan. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Put on your oven mitts. And slide those babies into the jaws of hell. Now we're going to let these pies bake for 25 minutes. And after 25 minutes have passed, we're going to see the result of these delicious apple pies. Now that 25 minutes have passed, let's see how our pies turned out. Okay. Come to Mama. Oh my God! Now Snow White ain't got nothing on these. Now what you're looking at are two perfect walnut apple pies. Or to be more exact, Beak Skiff walnut apple pies. Now let's plate the dish and happy Thanksgiving. Since these pies came out really good, I'm gonna go ahead and cut myself a slice. One of the things I love about this recipe is that everything in this pie is fresh. You can taste all the different apples. It's not just cooked into a mush, it's a healthy version of apple pie. And voila! Dessert is served. The recipe for this dish appears in the description below. Give it a try and let me know how you did in the comments below. Good luck and happy cooking! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you want to learn more cooking lessons, be sure to hit that button right here and subscribe to my channel. So until then, thanks for watching. Happy cooking!